guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney and I've been a part-time reseller since 2018, and I literally just got home from a yard sale. I have no chill. I didn't even do my hair. I was like, I have to show everybody this. So I never get on Facebook, like maybe like 2 or 3 times a week just to clear out the notifications, and that's it. And that's what I was doing. I was going on to clear notifications out, and the very first post at the top of my feed was like a spread of clothes and shoes. And so of course that piqued my interest. So I opened up the post, and it was in a local yard, well, local-ish yard sale group. It was a town about an hour away, and it was a girl that was advertising that she had a lot of new with tags designer items. And if you've been a reseller for a while, you know that that is subjective. Like, some people think that TJ Maxx brands are designer brands, and to them they may be, but you know, resellers, when we think designer, we think like, you know, mid to top tier. What do you smell? We think mid to top tier designer brands. So she did have a few brands listed, things like kind of like mid-level stuff like Free People and different things like that. But she had some pictures of All Saints. What else? Vince.
Can I have that? Can I have that, please? Thank you.
Things like that, which, you know, it's okay. Like, if I find it new with tags at the thrift, I'm going to pick it up. And if I find something substantial, I'm going to pick it up. But anything basic or whatever, I'd probably leave it behind. But she had enough that said it was new with tags that made me, you know, intrigued. So the sale started at 7 a.m. It's almost an hour away. So I woke up at like 5:30, drove my happy little butt out there before the sun came up. And I was the second person there, and I racked up. I got 26 items, and literally I walked in the garage and I was like, hey, what are your prices? And she said, well, I kind of just want to do like a bundle deal, kind of like you do on Poshmark. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. So I just started sifting through the rack, and it was like, second piece, I'll take that one. Third piece, I'll take that one. And I just kept, thank God I had an IKEA bag because I filled that sucker up quick. So I kind of pulled like the best things out that I saw, with the exception of a few things, because in her listing she did say regular non-designer items would be like $1 to $5. Designer items would be $5. Most designer items would be $5 to $15, but some of the higher dollar items would be $15 and up. So I was like, let me just test the waters, kind of see what she's asking, because I did give myself a budget. I was like, I'm only going to spend $250. Like, that's it. Holly is very curious right now. You're going to get stuck under there. Yeah, I told you. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. So anyways, I probably had like 12 items, and I took them over to her, and I was like, hey, I gave myself a budget. Can you just, you know, tally me up and let me know where I'm at? And I like walked off to the side, so I wasn't like hovering over here, but I was like staring, watching her like use her fingers and count and write things down. Anyways, I think that she came in at $95 for like the first 12 items. So I was like, hold that thought, I'm gonna get a few more things. So I went through and I got the rest of the items, and I ended up coming in at I think it was $325. So whatever that math is for 26 items, I'll put here. I think it's probably around like $10 to $15 a piece. And you'll see that a few of the items I probably wouldn't have paid that much for. There's like, I think 2 pieces that it was 27 items because I forgot about a pair of Lululemon shorts. I have an Ollie hair on my lip. So yeah, $325 for 27 items. And there's a few pieces that were not in the designer section that I probably wouldn't have paid that for, but it did help bring the cost of goods down. And there is no doubt in my mind that I'm going to profit on this. So anyways, I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to jump into it and show you guys what I got. None of this is steamed. I literally just hung it up. Like I said, I had no chill and I just had to show you guys. So up first, oh, I forgot to tell you, the reason she had all of this stuff is I was what's the word? Eavesdropping. I almost said nose dropping. I was eavesdropping on her conversation with the other girl that was there, who also spent like $200. So Lord knows what she got before I got there. But she was telling her that she was a buyer, like a professional buyer. And I think I was thinking maybe at first like a buyer for stores, like department stores. But after listening to their conversation like a nosy Nelly, I think that what I've gathered is that she was like a professional buyer for individuals. So like a rich woman would say, hey, I have a wedding coming up and I want to wear something silk. And she would buy like 3 to 5 plus options for that person to try on. And then that person would buy the piece that they selected from her, and she would either keep the items or return the items. And I think she was just liquidating the stuff that she had kept. She said she started with over 500 items, but she sold about 300 of them on Poshmark herself, but she's getting ready to move and she had about 200 left, so she had to move it out quick. And I did give her my business card because I was like, listen, if you don't sell all of this, like, I gave myself a budget so I can't buy anymore, but if you want to do consignment with me, I'd be happy to do that for a 50-50 split. So I haven't heard from her yet, but we'll see if that happens, because there were a lot of pieces that I had to leave behind that I would have picked up if I had an unlimited supply of money. So anyways, first piece up is a black halo dress. This is a size 2. It is new with tags. And this is so cute. And all of the items, from what I can tell, are in great condition. I think there's like 3 minor flaws that I should be able to fix myself on a few different items. But everything else is in great condition. So this is kind of like a muted, like pale pink color. So it may not do great until the spring, but so cute. Could be worn, you know, at the office or out on the town. It has pockets. Did I just say out on the town? Ew. So anyways, that's super nice. I haven't even looked up comps on any of this stuff. I just like went with my gut and was hoping for the best. So up next is Sync-Acept. Did I say that right? I like coached myself before this on how to say it. I said it about 100 times and I was like, I'm going to go into this confident, but now I'm not so confident after it came out my mouth. But it's this brand. And this is also new with tags. And the good thing about this, there are some smaller sizes, but it's a variety of sizes. So this was new with tags. I don't think she had like a heat gun. I'm going to have to get a heat gun and get some of this gunk off because it's clear that she bought some of the stuff on sale. But it is new with tags. So this one's a size 10, but it is a variety of sizes, which is awesome. This would be so cute. Oh, I might have to see. There's a girl at my company getting married in December. And she told me to keep an eye out for her for white dresses. And I think this might be a little too big for her. I think she's like an 8, but super cute. It's got like a little bit of a fabric pull right here. But the way that this fabric is, you could just tuck that under and be fine. It's got a side zip. So stinking cute. We should probably start a tally now for how many times I say so cute. All right, this is Veronica Beard, new with tags. This one is a large, retailed for $2.98. It is missing the original belt, but since it's just a white, what is this called? Swiss dot. Since it's just a white Swiss dot dress, I definitely think you could wear like any kind of little skinny belt or chunky belt. I heard chunky belts are coming back with this. So it does not have a slip. I don't know if it ever came with one, but it is semi-sheer. So I'll have to note that in the listing. Oh, I thought that was a flaw, but it's the interior tag. This one's super nice. This is Ted Baker, size 2. And Ted Baker has, what's it called? Vanity sizing. So that's probably like, I don't know, a medium or a large if I had to guess. It probably starts at 0. So this one's also new with tags. It's got like a partial tag on it. It looks like they ripped off the price. It feels like it has silk in it. It is a maxi dress. And it has the belt, which is amazing. Let's see if I just made that up. Does it have silk in it, or am I crazy? I lied. It's viscose, but it is so silky soft and so pretty. It's got side slits. She did have a few pieces where she had multiples. And so in my mind, I was like, that's half the work for double the profit. So I was like, obviously I'm going to get them. This is one of the pieces. She had it, it's Vince. She had it in an extra small and a large, both new with tags, retailed for $4.25. This is so cute. This is also probably something that won't sell, excuse me, Oliver, that won't sell until spring or summer of next year. Vince doesn't move super quickly for me anyways, but this has got to be like a linen blend. Although after that last one, I'm questioning my gauge on fabric. But yeah, we've got 2 of those, both new with tags. This is not a brand I normally pick up, but she was only asking $5 for it. It's L'Agence. Did I say that right? Honestly, I don't know that anyone knows how to say it, except maybe the person that started the brand. This is new with tags, size small, and it's a ribbed bodysuit, which is perfect for this season. I can definitely see somebody scooping this up. But like I said, this is not a brand I usually pick up. It doesn't move for a lot and it doesn't move quickly, but for $5, I'm not going to say no to that. All right, this is Rag & Bone. This one's new with tags as well. Yeah, new with tags, size large. And it's this semi-sheer, well, it's pretty sheer. It's not semi, it's sheer. Blouse. Comes with the original like waist belt tie, floral. This one was also $5. All right, this is, what is this? Free People. Yeah, Free People, new without tags. It's got the extra button. And this one is one of the pieces I'm gonna have to repair, but it was so pretty. It's definitely a midi at least. Yeah, it's a midi. But the flaw is that this strap has come loose. This is the piece that goes through the hoop right here. Don't mind my galactic nails. I was tired of fall colors, so I switched it up. So yeah, I just need to sew, like hook this back through the loop and sew it back to the original strap. But this is so pretty. It's got buttons in the back, floral, adorable. It's fully lined. All right, what is this? Oh yes, this one's nice. This is new with tags All Saints. It's got like, that's not smocked. What's that called? Ruched. Yeah, ruched bodice there. It's a asymmetrical hem. It's like a satin silky material. They ripped off the price, so I don't know what the original retail price was, but this one is a US4, and this is the label. This is one of the pieces that, or the brands that had me so excited about the sale. This Proenza Schuler. No idea if I'm saying that right. New with tags. This is, I don't know the different lines. I think I have like a dress that I just listed by her. I don't know what white label means. I don't know if that's like the main line or if it's a diffusion line or whatever. This is the cashmere. That's exciting. Cashmere merino cut out sweater. It's a size extra small, but it looks like an oversized extra small, so I think it could fit like a small, or maybe even a medium because it's got some stretch to it. Originally retailed for $3.95. This is so cute. Perfect for the season. This is one of the non-designer pieces that I picked up. I think it was like $4 or $5 and other stories. So I did that because I sell this brand decently and it bring the cost of goods down. This is a US size 6. So nothing crazy there. All right, this is another duplicate piece. I got 2 of these. This one's new with tags. The other one is not. This one's a small and that one's a medium. So again, how do you say this? Stawed, whatever. This brand, and new with tags on this one. It's called the Peggy Top. So this is probably not something that I would have paid, new with tags maybe, but not the pre-owned one that I would have paid $10 or $15 for. But since I have 2 and it's one listing and it's half the work, I went ahead and picked it up. This one she threw in for free. It's pre-owned Tibby. Honestly, it feels new without tags. It doesn't feel like it's ever been washed, but it's a cute little asymmetrical hemline there. This would be really cute with a pair of tights and some boots. It's a size 2. All right, this is one of the items she had photographed in part of her listing on Facebook. So I was excited about this one. This one's Free People, size small, new with tags, but it does have a minor flaw. This belt loop just needs to be reattached. So I've never done that before, but I'm gonna try. So this is a maxi dress. So pretty. Like, this is the kind of substantial piece that I like to sell at Free People. I've definitely stopped picking up like the basics. And yeah, something that's substantial, I will definitely pick up. All right, this is another pre-owned piece. This one is another Proenza Schuler. I need to send this to my friend Ashley. She expressed some interest. I posted about this haul on my Instagram and she was like, what, Proenza at a yard sale? So I need to see if she'd be interested in this. This one's a size medium and it's a silk blend. It's got 54% silk in it. So it's just like a little slip dress. All right, this one is also Free People, new with tags. Again, I'll have to get a heat gun to get that yellow sticker off. This one also has a minor flaw. It's the same issue as the last Free People one. It's got a button hook that's come loose. So just need to attach that back. If y'all have any tips on how to do that, let your girl know. I was just going to look on YouTube and see if there's some kind of tutorial and just kind of wing it, which is my MO. We just figure it out as we go. All right, this is Nuitags vents, which I'm pretty picky with vents these days, but I think that if I had found this at the thrift, I would have picked it up. This retailed for $3.45. It's a size 6. This must be silk. Y'all, it's viscose again. What is wrong with me? Why the heck is it $400? Anyways, it's cute. Semi-cropped, kind of a boxy fit. It's almost got like a slight peplum to it. But yeah, that should do well. This is also Vince. Nuitags. This is a size 10. Doesn't have original retail on it. Looks like that was taken off. But it's this really pretty, like, minimalist midi skirt. This would be perfect for a capsule wardrobe. So I'll use that keyword. Let's see, is it? Can't tell if it's a real wrap. Yeah, it's a true wrap skirt. So that's great. Good neutral color. All right, 4 more pieces. This was one of the first pieces I saw, which got me really excited. This one is pre-owned. It's just a little mini dress. And as you guys know, if you've been reselling for a while, you know Reformation does not do anywhere nearly as good as it used to. But I should be able to get, I don't know, maybe like $50 to $70 for this. So, you know, if cost of goods ends up being around $15, that's still a decent turnaround, in my opinion. And to find this all in one fell swoop, like, yeah, that was awesome. This is All Saints Nuitags, and it's this like silver. This gives Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, does it not? Like Supernova Girl. Ollie just passed gas and it smells so bad. But yeah, this is so cute with some leggings. Would be perfect for the holidays. So I need to get this listed stat. That's why, because I invested so much into this haul, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my rack so that I process it. And after I finish this video, I'm gonna go ahead and steam it and see if I can get a few pieces photographed before the sun goes down. All right, this one I need to do some research on. It's Free People, but I can't tell off the bat if it's a dress or a skirt. So, but it's cute. I think this was her personal piece, not one that she bought, because it was in like a different area. Tiered, super pretty. It's got these like sequins and beads, so it's definitely, I'll use a keyword, embellished, for that. And then last piece is the fish for the tag. Another Reformation piece, but this one's Nuitags. This is so stinking cute. It is tiny. I think it's a size 0. And it's faux wrap. Oh, Oliver, goodness. So yeah, this is adorable. This definitely won't sell until next year, but anyways. And then, oh, there's a pair of Lululemon shorts that need some spot trading, so I have them in the laundry pile. So that is all 27. She had like a whole section of shoes and some really nice shoes, but she had the shoes marked up higher. So I passed on all of those, but hopefully if she ends up reaching out to me saying that she wants to be a consignment client, then I'll get my hands on those. But it was a brand called, don't judge me for butchering this, Larroude, Larroude. And I looked up comps on those and they looked really good. So if you see them at the thrift, pick them up. She also had some like Reese and Vince, lots of Jeffrey Campbell. I think those are the only ones that I would even consider selling. But what did I leave behind? There was this Dutch brand that she said one of her buyers ordered for bridesmaids dresses. I'm not even going to try to say it. I'll see if I can find it and put it on the screen here. And I probably should have picked those up because it was like 8 to 10 of the same exact style in all different sizes, all Nuitags. So that would have been a really easy listing. But like I said, my budget was $250 and I spent $325. So I was already going over budget. See, what else did she have that I left? There was a Valentino top, but I didn't even ask how much she wanted for that one because that was the only like big name designer that she had, other than she had a Dior purse and a Prada clutch. But I wanted to get the most bang for my buck. And I thought that going with individual items versus spending it all on like 1 or 2 items was my best bet. So anyways, I am like kind of riding a high on this. I'm really excited. I'm going to do the math and see if I can come up with what like a modest projected profit might be from this haul. So I'll put that here, whatever I think it might be. So anyways, I am going to get to work on steaming these and photographing these so I can get them listed ASAP so I can try to recoup my money. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good one.